RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.
And here we are at the East Alton Ice Arena as the Marquette Explorers host the Bethalto Eagles here for this 1A MVCHA hockey matchup. It should be a fun game tonight, and what are the keys to winning here for these teams?
Well, this is the coach's call, and what they're saying tonight, Bethalto, they're going to have to come out and match the intensity in the first period. That's something that they've been lacking this year. They're going to have to, just the same plays they've been doing. They're an offensive team. Get shots on goal, crash the net, and really go after that goaltender. Marquette, their keys tonight, they're going to be trying to get a lot of shots on goal, try to limit the shots on goal on them, make it a team play tonight instead of individual play, and try to get more control of the puck. So it's going to be a real good game tonight, and two of the top teams here in MVCHA 1. It's going to be a very exciting match tonight.
Marquette, we're going to have to see what they can do against the offensively dynamic Bethalto Eagles. We'll be back with the drop of the puck for the first period. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
you don't know Jack Schmidt
in Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
And we're back here at the East Alton Ice Arena. We're about to drop the puck here to start this game between the Marquette Explorers and the Bethalto Eagles. Bethalto centered by their captain, Zach Tobin. He's quite a player.
He's the best in the league. I tell you what, when it comes to pure talent, there's nobody better than Tobin in this league, and we'll be saying his name a lot tonight.
He'll be taking the face-off against Gonzalez, who wins it back to go, and he'll throw it in. And that'll be icing against the Marquette Explorers.
I really like the new sweaters the Marquette Explorers are wearing tonight. I guess this is the first game with them. Very classy with the M logo there.
Face-off won by Tobin to Bryan. Hawkins tries to go cross ice. And they're in on a breakaway. Good defensive play there by Hawkins to get back. Harder tries to put it in. They score! Gonzalez with the tap in off a Harder shot. And that's the first goal of the game. Nice goal there by Gonzalez to put Marquette up 1-0.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Well, they come in. Two guys came in there and split the defense to the side there when he took the shot. The 5-0 was left open, and they got it in.
Puck comes back to Selby. Tries to get it out, held in by Hawkins. It's down across the midboards. Holding it in is Emmerich. Emmerich loses it in the corner to Selby. Chipping it ahead was Harder, and the pass will come cross ice to Bryan. Goes behind the net, getting it is Selby, and he'll try to clear, held in by Price. Throws it at the net, gets blocked out in front. Ethan Goen able to clear. And Tobin gets it, can get into the zone. Emmerich unable to hold it in, brings it back in after they come out. Tobin gets the puck. Nice save by Gentry there on the shot from Tobin in the circle.
You'll see Bethalto doing a lot of cycling tonight. I like right there at the neutral zone. They were starting to cycle right there. They're going to be using that a lot around the boards. Very hard to defend this team.
Face-off win for Marquette. Held in by Costello. They're unable to clear. It's thrown around the boards. And it's held in along the far side by Ledesma. Another clearing attempt, and it's able to poke through. Costello gets it in the neutral zone, passes it to Ledesma. Ledesma up to Bond, can't connect with Madison, and Schrank gets it out. Now Madison gets it back and shoots well wide left. Comes to the point, and a shot by Ledesma ricochets off Gentry and out of play.
Marquette is playing a tough game right now in the first period as Bethalto was saying, their coach, that they're having a hard time coming out in the first period and playing, and they need to start doing that tonight, get things going early.
Face-off win by Marquette. They're able to clear. Now that's Carpunky. He tries to put it between the legs of Costello. Can't get it by him, and Costello handed off to Madison. He gets it off. Cross ice, and it's tipped away by Lipka. Bond will deflect that one, and Madison has it down low in the corner. Madison will give it up to Ledesma at the point. A shot gets broken up, and Carpunky gets it poked away, but he'll get the puck back in the midboards. He'll come around for Silkwood, who will clear it, and that'll be icing against the Marquette Explorers.
Looks like Bethalto was in their zone. They were passing the puck well, getting the puck out to the points, getting some good shots. They're just not connecting right now. Marquette, on the other hand, is doing a good job defending them. Getting the puck out. And the ice there, and we'll see what happens on this play.
Face-off win there by Emmerich. He has it in the circle. The shot, and a good save there by Gentry. He'll cover it up for a whistle.
Derek Madison there took that shot and went high on it.
Emmerich back to Hawkins, a shot. Good save by Gentry. The puck was loose, but Marquette gets it. Unable to clear. They finally get it out, and Price has it in at the neutral zone. Unable to clear. It's held in by Cordy. And having behind the net is Emmerich. He'll bring it all the way. Cross ice. He's down low. Behind the net, looking for a pass. Loses the puck, gets it back. He'll send it to the point to Hawkins, who will dump it in. And Seitz will get it behind the net. That's broken up, and the puck is loose. And Becker is able to clear, and that's icing against Marquette.
That's the second icing that Marquette has had here in this period. They need to find ways to start the offensive force going there, as Bethalto is really pitching in their zone.
Face-off win by Tobin. Tries to get a shot off right off the face-off. Goes wide. Bryant loses the puck, and it gets poked out. Hawkins loses it. Costello's able to get it away from Harder, and he'll send it up. Now the pass comes to Emmerich at the high slot. It's tipped in. A great save by Gentry. Good job to get over there on the tip by Tobin.
Back and forth action there as Tobin takes the shot. They had 3 guys coming in there, and boy, that was damaging. Could have been worse.
Face-off win for Bethalto, but it's taken away by Harder. He's down across center and gets poked, and now Emmerich has it at center ice. Gets taken away. Getting it back was Costello, who throws it in deep, and Schrenk has it behind his own net. Schrenk unable to clear, held in by Ledesma, and thrown back in. Now Harder at the mid-boards, unable to clear. Costello throws it back in, and Harder will chip it out. No, Emmerich holds it in, high slot shot, and it's tipped away by Lipka and out of play.
Bethalto's keeping the puck in their zone. They're putting it back behind the net. They're cycling that puck. They're doing a great job finding them slots. They're doing a good job finding the points and taking good shots. Marquette's going to have to really come back here.
It's one back to Schrenk. He'll throw it around the boards to Cordy. Cordy gets checked by Price, and getting in his bond, it gets taken away by Becker. A shot by Becker, and a good glove save there by Keister as they to save that, make it stay a 1-0 game.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
Over to Silkwood. Silkwood gets hit from behind by Tobin. No call, and Sides is in on the defense. A shot gets blocked by Selby. Davis can't come up with it. It gets tipped ahead to Karpunky, unable to clear. Tobin at the point gets tipped away by Selby, and Selby gets it away from Sites. Comes up to the point. Costello holds it in. So Selby behind the net. Up for Silkwood. Silkwood gets it by Ledesma, and Costello's able to chip it away from Anthony Silkwood. Now Dublin will chip it in low. And back to get it behind his own net is Ledesma. Tries to get it to Sites. Comes over to Selby. A shot. It goes high. After Sites couldn't come up with a pass.
Guy fell down, defenseman. That was scary.
Selby sends it up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to go cross ice to Karpunky. It's intercepted by Bryan, who shoves off a hit, and he'll get it along the boards. Selby's able to pick that up and clears it. And back to get it in his own zone is Ledesma. Ledesma past a couple of defenders. He's in deep. Down low, shot, and it goes just wide blocker's side. As Gentry was looking back, he thought that might have went in. Harder with a battle with Emmerich for the puck. Emmerich's able to get it and gives it back to the defense. Tobin, nice pass to Emmerich. And he gains center. And he loses the puck on a nice poke by Schrenk in the slot. Now comes over to the corner. And Emmerich gives it back to Hawkins at the point. Comes down low and it's chipped away. They're unable to clear. Now it comes down and Cronin's able to chip that one out. And that'll be another icing call against Marquette.
Marquette, when Bethalto has a puck in their zone, they're starting to creep up and they're not watching defensemen there on that last play. They had 3 guys back there, 2 points in the center there that was not matched up. So Marquette's going to have to watch those open areas.
Lipka up to Becker. He tries to give it ahead, and he couldn't come up with the puck, was McCarty. Now Price at center gains the blue line, gets across, tries to get past the whole Marquette team, but it gets poked away and goes all the way down to Bethalto's end. Hawkins will send it around the boards, and it'll come down for Selby in his own end. Selby tries to get it up to Dublin. It went on goal, so no icing, and Price will get it back behind his own net. Centered, now Madison. Madison, nice little toe drag at the high point, tries to get it to Hutchins, and it was broken up. It'll come back to Ledesma. Now Costello off the glass and into the zone. Selby will pick that up for Marquette, trying to get past Madison. Chips it ahead for Silkwood. Silkwood gets upended by Hutchins, and now Bethalto the other way. Ledesma's shot goes wide left. Silkwood able to get that puck out, and Emmerich will bring it in. Emmerich centers it. Nice block by a player in front.
That was Goen.
Good block by Ethan Goen, and Marquette is unable to clear. Emmerich gets the puck back. Puck is loose along the boards. They're battling for it. They're going to have to watch as a lot of Marquette players were out of position trying to get that puck as Dublin chips it ahead. Ledesma in his own zone. Up to Seitz. Seitz cross ice to Davis. Davis, he's got a man to beat, and that's Selby who chips it away. Selby can't get it past Emmerich. Gets chipped up to Emmerich by Davis. Good toe drag, but he loses the puck, and he'll get it back at the top of the circle. Now Emmerich trying to get it cross ice to Davis, and it's cleared away by Dublin, and that will be icing against the Marquette Explorers.
Well, Bethalto's, they're in the zone, but the shot's on goal right now. Marquette's got 3. Bethalto's got 4. They're playing in the zone well, Bethalto is, but they're not getting any shots on goal. And
they're trying to be too particular with their shots, trying to get the high quality of shots, but they're not getting the quantity.
Well, I believe that Marquette right there, they're coming in towards the net. They're stepping it up on them.
Emmerich in the corner gives it off to Tobin. Tobin, he's scary with a puck on his stick. It gets broken up by Hardy. Verdi. Cross ice to Bryan. Bryan down low, centers it to Emmerich. Too far out in front, couldn't get a good stick on it, and an easy save for Gentry. Had plenty of time to get over.
He took that shot on the inside. He did have somebody coming in. They're crashing the net.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Outside shot maybe would have made a deflection, but he had to test him there on those posts.
Comes back to Tobin, a shot right into the chest to Gentry. Emmerich, another shot. The puck is loose. And Marquette's able to get it away, but Tobin gets it back, keeps it in, has it in the corner, hands it off to Bryan, a shot, and it goes just high. Now Verity able to clear, and that will be another icing call against Marquette.
Bethalto, they did an excellent job there in the corners with Tobin and players amongst him. They were going back and forth there playing on that defenseman, and darn near scored on that one.
Comes over for Emmerich, but it gets chipped away by Cordy, and it comes back to Ledesma. Ledesma up to Emmerich. Emmerich at the top of the circle takes a shot, and a good leg save by Gentry. That puck is unable to clear. Emmerich has it, cross ice to Tobin, and he couldn't connect. Nice scoring chance there. And McCarty is able to clear for Marquette. It goes all the way. And Costello will pick it up. Costello chips it ahead. Becker takes it away. He's got it down low. He centers it to Cordy and couldn't get enough on it.
I think another stick from Bethalto stopped him to get that shot off.
Bryan, and across center, he's down low. Shot, and a great save by Gentry. It goes in, they score! Gentry couldn't get enough of it. It went off him, but it trickled in.
I believe he got another shot there. I think he chipped it as soon as it came off of him and got right behind him there.
Gentry's trying to say that he had it covered, but it's not going to fly. It's going to be a tie game.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RiverBender.com.
Bethalto, they're playing inside the boards, and they're using the boards to pass back and forth. Marquette, what they're finding ways to be successful is they're getting back behind the defenseman on breaks and getting shots.
Schrank will give it back to Verity. Verity up ice to Gonzalez, cross center, and tried to get a shot off, but a stick got in there by Hutchins. Poked ahead by Bond to Davis. Lifted the stick with Schrank, and Hutchins will throw it in deep. On the forecheck was Bond, who gets hit by Cronin, and he'll get a. It was Cronin. Going to get called for an elbow.
Wow. I haven't seen too much checking out here this first period.
Comes along the boards, back to the point to Emmerich. Now Madison down in the corner gets checked by Verity. This is going to be a tough penalty kill for Marquette as it comes back to Emmerich. Now Ledesma. Ledesma centers it to Madison, who couldn't get a stick on it. It comes across to Tobin. Tobin battling for the puck, able to keep it away from Marquette players. Comes down in front, and Gentry keeps it away from Bryant.
I tell you what, one more step and another shot there on that other side. Goalie did a great job by taking that angle away.
Bethalto has all their best players out on the ice, and they're known for having the most talent in this league. So it's going to be really hard for Marquette to kill off this power play. Gentry doing a great job there, known as the number one penalty killer on the team, is always the goalie. Emmerich behind his own net, up to Tobin. Tobin will take a final second shot, and it goes well wide, and that'll do it for the first period here at the East Alton Ice Arena. We got a tie game here, 1-1 between Marquette and Bethalto. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jack Schmidt!
In Wood River, Illinois.
Yeah!
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
And we're back at the East Alton Ice Arena for the second period. Marquette with a very good first period, holding Bethalto to only one goal, and led by their goaltender, Austin Gentry. Great job. And they'll start off with a penalty kill. Pass back to Emmerich. Emmerich takes it out of his own zone. Come to the top of the circle looking for Bryant on the far side, and Garland was there. Couldn't get the pass off. It'll come down to Madison from Ledesma. Comes back to Ledesma at the point, a low shot looking for a tip, and it went wide. Gets tipped back to Madison. Madison gets around Selby. Madison, cross ice to Ledesma. Shot, he scores! Ledesma from the high circle, and that'll make it 2-1. Bethalto.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Bethalto, they move the puck so well. They move the puck in front of you, behind you, all around you. They look for the shot. They get a score. Brendan Becker did say before this game that, they're going to have to stay out of the penalty box because Bethalto, once they start on the power play, they are hard to stop.
That was a power play goal with just a minute and a half into this second period. It's tipped ahead by McCarty. He's in on Keister. Tips it back to Cordy. Nice between the legs pass, but it got broken up by Hawkins, and he's taking it all the way himself. He'll throw it in deep, and Hutchins will get it away from Goen. He tries to center it to Bond. It gets taken away, and Cordy able to get it out. And the puck was loose. Bond's able to get it over to Price. Becker gets it and chips it ahead. Oh, Keister almost tipped it through his own 5-hole on that slow roller coming in.
I tell you what, something you got to watch out tonight. Danny Selby's playing defense. He gets a good shot, and he's got an incredible shot there, and it's very accurate.
Face-off comes back to the Costello, able to clear. Oh, that's Price. And it's tipped away. Bond has it, shot, and it's gloved by Gentry. Nice glove save there.
Starting to get a little pushing going around here. Second period looks like it could get a little more chippy.
Well, first and second place teams, you expect it.
Oh, they want it. Both of them want it bad, I'll tell you that. They're coming out with everything tonight, but playing cautious. Not trying to stay out of the penalty box, both teams are.
That one gets tripped, no penalty. Tobin gets tipped away by Verdi. Tries to center it to Silkwood, got broken up, and Bryan will send it cross ice to Emmerich. Emmerich looking for Tobin at center, gets him, great move, and he scores! Wow, what a score!
Well, that start out with the backhand, the forehand, he put it right in there. Something to watch, that kid.
I thought Gentry had it there for a minute as it was slow. It looks like he at least got a piece of it because it didn't go right in. It kind of trickled in, so he must have got a leg on it.
He split one way, went the other way, and Tobin found the back of the net.
That would have been a great save, but a beautiful move by Zach Tobin.
Goalie looked good on it, too.
It'll come out to Tobin. Cross ice to Emmerich, gets poked away by Goen. Takes a shot on Keister. He'll turn it away down into the corner. And that puck will come out for icing. So the first icing call against Bethalto.
You don't see that too often in a game. Bethalto icing the puck out unless it's a power play. Marquette is doing a good job defending them.
Hutchins will give it back.
10:07.
It'll come down for Madison. He's got Goen to beat. And a good poke there by Goen. A shot by Madison got tipped away. And Gonzalez able to clear. Hawkins will throw it back in. And Selby will get it. Has plenty of room. Now Cronin tries to tip it ahead past Price. And offsides will be called against Marquette.
I'd like to see more shots with Varaday. I tell you what, that boy, he gets going, and he makes a lot of things happen out there, too, for Marquette.
Puck will come back to Selby, and he'll throw it off the far side boards. And getting it in his own zone is Hawkins. Hawkins up to Bond. Good little give and go there to Hutchins. Now Hutchins up to Hawkins. Hawkins tipped it across to Bond. A good shot and an even better save there by Gentry.
Try to go 5-hole.
And going around for Corty, but Bond will intercept that. Goes to center to Hutchins. Too far out in front to Madison, and that puck will come out of the zone. Price, cross ice to Hawkins. Going, clearing attempt, intercepted by Madison, comes out to Tobin, a shot, and it goes wide left. Now Hawkins will throw it in for Madison, broken up, and Silkwood able to get it out. The puck is loose.
We're seeing a little bit of...
We're seeing some jawing here between Silkwood and Hawkins. And there
they were going to go.
There's going to be a penalty for high sticking.
Them two are chatting back and forth at each other.
Hawkins gets the worst end of the deal. He gets in the box for high sticking, and that'll be a 2-minute power play for Marquette here in Bethalto's zone.
Well, let's see what they can do on the power play. A good power play team. They work hard.
Selby chips that in, and Costello gets it right back out, and Goen will get it. Up to Gonzalez at center ice, couldn't keep it, and it's dumped back out. Selby at the red line. Now into Bethalto's end. Selby takes a shot from the point, goes wide right. And the puck is loose along the near side boards. Verity comes away with it, hands it off to Selby. Selby, a shot! And it goes high right over the head of Keister. Gets poked away by Becker, and Davis able to get it past the outstretched stick of Selby.
I'll tell you, I like Danny Selby's patience back there. He carries the puck, and he looks around. He takes his time, tries to find what he's looking for there, and makes good decisions back on the defense.
Going in deep, and it gets broken up by Ledesma. Goen's able to get it back, though. Off to Becker. He'll come to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Selby, alone at the point. Shot, a great tip by Goen, but it was turned away by Keister. Becker off the boards to Gonzalez. Comes back to Becker, looking for Verity at the slot. It got tipped, it didn't go in. They score! On the rebound, Becker gets a backhand, and it makes it 3-2.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Marquette had a good power play there. They moved that puck and looked for the open guys, put it to the slot. Good on the deflections, got back behind the defense, and very powerful power play for the Marquette Explorers.
I knew Marquette was good, but Bethalto is an amazing team and able to get up just one goal behind them halfway through the second. This is a hell of a game by Marquette. Bringing it in is harder, and he'll dump it in off the blocker of Keister. Schrank able to hold it in. Kept in by Cronin. Off the pad of Keister, as that was scary.
Action starting to get a little more intense right now.
Price brings it ahead. Gets the puck off to Tobin. Broken up by Schrank. Good defensive play there, and he'll throw it into Bethalto bench.
That defenseman, he's lucky he got that puck there, because Tobin looked at the shot. He knew where he wanted to go with it, and he barely got a stick on it. That's dangerous. Checking starting to come up a little bit more back and forth action now.
Face-off comes up to Tobin, who takes a shot. Good save by Gentry, and that one will come out. Price off the glass. And back to get it is Schrank in his own zone. Tries to get it to Silkwood. And that'll be icing.
Marquette's trying to get back behind their defenseman. With that long pass there to center ice, I think they're confident they can do it. They see where they can do it. They're going after it.
Face-off down deep in Marquette's end is won by Bethalto. Bryant's shot goes high. And Emmerich gets it along the mid-boards. And getting it is Gonzalez back of the goal. Bryant behind the net, and centers it to Tobin. What a save by Gentry, able to get over and get that one. Tobin behind the net, centering it to Emmerich, who couldn't get enough of it. Emmerich along the boards, down low to Tobin, back to Emmerich, whiffs on a shot, and it'll come down into the corner for Bryant. Now Karpunke in the corner, intercepted by Tobin, but Gonzalez is able to clear that. With 5:02 remaining in the second period, 3-2 score in favor of the Bethalto Eagles.
I tell people watching tonight that got a doubleheader. Roxana will be playing against Wood River after this game, so stay with us.
Well, Desma at the point, throws it in deep, going. Tipped it ahead for Becker. Becker in the Bethalto end. Centers it, tried to get it to Cordy. The puck is loose. Cordy couldn't put it home. The puck is still loose. That was a wide open net, and Marquette couldn't get a stick on it. Verity tipped it ahead.
Hutchins on Verity.
Comes up to McCarty, and it's taken away by Costello. Costello tries to get it to Bond. Couldn't come up with it. It goes in deep, and Goen will throw it around. Emmerich tries to get it past Becker. Good defensive play, and that puck will go back behind the net. Goen tries to get it away. Gets it back, and Emmerich gets tripped. No call. Verity down low. Verity gets past a couple of defenders. It gets poked away. Able to clear. Good play there by Verity in the defensive end. Costello loses his footing. It's tipped away by Verity. Verity in the high slot shot. Good save there by Keister. The puck's still loose. And it's tipped out. Marquette able to keep it in. And ahead is Emmerich up to Madison. Madison gets past goal and a shot, and a good save by Gentry. The puck is loose, and Madison gets it back in the corner. Going, able to clear.
Back-to-back action here.
Ledesma along the near side boards at neutralized, brings it in. Centers it off the pads of Gentry. Comes back to Emmerich, a shot, and it goes wide left. Madison has it in the high slot. Tipped up ahead to Cordy. Cordy will tip it ahead. Nice hit there by Madison on Cordy. After Cordy puts it back in their end. Emmerich heading the other way. Has it at the top of the circle. Shot, and Gentry was there, and he'll cover up for the whistle.
Marquette's going to have to find a way to keep Bethalto out of their zone. They're getting too many scoring chances now. I don't know how that puck didn't go in on the other side over there when Marquette tried to put it in against Bethalto. That goalie barely got that stick down. 2 or 3 shots there. With great goaltending by Bethalto.
Hawkins throws it back in, and Selby will get it around the boards. And that one will come all the way down for an icing call against Marquette. If you look at the shots on goal, it looks like the scorekeeper's robbing Gentry of shots because he has to have more than 17. He's having a heck of a game today.
Gentry's been on the puck. Everything Bethalto's given to him, he's right there. Rebounds. Bethalto's winning those.
Tobin tries to get that shot off the face-off, and it'll go in between the glass and out of play. A little gap in between the glass back behind the goal, and is able to seep through. DeBullen was able to throw it ahead, and Price back to get it, so no icing. It'll come ahead to Emmerich. Emmerich slows up the pace, and he'll give it up to Tobin. Tobin across the blue line, gives it off to Emmerich, a shot, he scores! Emmerich from the top of the circle, glove side, and that makes it 4-2.
Tobin had two places to go there. He looked. He was very patient with the puck. It looked like he was going to pass to his other side. I believe that was Brian. And then Emmerich just comes out from nowhere, gives it the pass on a one-timer. Emmerich located that puck, put it right where he wanted it to.
Marquette hasn't given up yet, so I don't think that's going to do any damage to them morally. I think they'll come right back out here and try and score a couple more goals. Comes up to Tobin, cross ice to Emmerich. Emmerich down low, looking for a pass. Can't find one. He'll give it back to Tobin. Looks for the give and go, and it's taken away by Selby.
Selby was ready for that one.
Brian hands it off to Tobin. Tobin in the slot, and the shot gets broken up off a foot. Hawkins throws it back in deep, and Schrank has it down low, taken away by Emmerich. Selby is there. Now Silkwood a hit. Nice hit on Emmerich. Comes back to Price, and Horn deflects that one away off his stick. Another big hit by Silkwood. And Brian comes in later. It looked like probably would have been an interference. The puck was nowhere close. Another good hit on Karpunky trying to bring the puck in. And Price will get it in his own end along the down in the corner. Brian off the boards. Is it ahead to Tobin? Becker can't get that one away from him. Tobin looking for a pass. Too many Explorers there. Now it'll come up. Brian a shot, and it's turned away by Gentry. Costello at the point. Gives it down low to Brian. Brian to Emmerich. He loses the puck. McCarty to Cordy. Cordy in across the blue line. Gets poked away by Ledesma. That'll come up to Tobin. Tobin in across the blue line. Taken away by Goen. Here just under 30 seconds left in the second period. It'll come up to Bond in the slot. Loose puck, he scores! Hutchins tips in the loose puck as Gentry couldn't get a good handle on it.
I didn't even see Hutchins come in. He just was like a rocket coming there. And all of a sudden, you think it stopped, and you see this purple and yellow come right through the screen and puts it right back behind the net.
Nice goal there by Hutchins to put him up 5-2. Marquette's going to have to get a goal here starting out in the third period as we're just 14 seconds left in the second as there's icing against Bethalto.
Marquette, they came out there for a while. They started playing a little bit more of a physical game that seemed to help a little bit in the corners, but then kind of lost it there. Tobin was setting up there in the corners there.
10 seconds left. We'll have a face-off, and Bethalto's in. Selby from the circle. A good shot and a great save by Keister. Selby puts on a good hit on Hutchins. Madison the other way gets broken up by Goen, and that'll do it here at the East Alton Ice Arena for the second period. We'll be back for the third period action. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
And we're back at the East Alton Ice Arena. Marquette Explorers hosting the Bethalto Eagles. Bethalto leading 5-2 as we are about to drop the puck for the third period. It's been a very action-packed game so far in the first two periods.
Well, Marquette's going to have to find ways to get shots on goal. Bethalto has doubled them in shots on goal now, as they have 20, and somehow Marquette's going to have to go with what works. Get back behind Bethalto defensemen. When they start doing that and start putting shots on goal, they might be able to turn it around.
The puck is dropped and it's one back to go and tipped away by Madison. Almost on a breakaway. Can't get the puck on his stick, and it seeps through the loose puck, and Gentry trying to throw it behind the net. It goes in.
Anytime you take the puck to the net, good things happen. Well, good things happen. Wasn't a great shot, got something on net, and found his way through the 5-hole on Gentry.
Marquette trying to get fired up as they know they can come back in this game. It's going to be hard for them, though. They got 4 more goals to get here. Going through center, has it at the high slot, a shot, and it goes over the net. Cordy tries to center it, and there's a whistle. Don't exactly know what the call is for.
Penalty.
It'll be on Hutchins, but possibly interference on Cordy.
Well, Marquette need to get shots on goal. They need to score right here. It's a 6-2 game. This can put them right back into it. Cut it in half.
Comes back to Goen at the point, sends it up to Becker, back to Goen. Goen throws it on the net, and it goes wide. Selby wraps it around the board. Down to get it is Becker. Tobin gets it away. Tobin on his center, and it's broken up by Selby. Tipping it ahead is Gonzalez.
Penalty, Eagles 11:43.
Emmerich
Tyler
hands it off to Ledesma. It'll come to Tobin. There is going to be a penalty against Marquette. Tobin has it. The goalie is off for the extra man, and they'll bring it back in. Tipped away. Emmerich has it now. They'll slow it up. They'll try and get something started here. Goes cross ice to Tobin.
It's kind of risky being back in your own zone and doing that.
Emmerich brings it across, slips, and Verdi will touch up. Oh, like you said, it's very scary to go back in your own end, but Bethalto's very confident in their players. And
yes, they are. You see the confidence there on that penalty kill. They were just passing back and forth. They were in neutral zone and passing it to each other, and without a worry in the world, it seemed like. So now we have 4-on-4.
Costly penalty there against Marquette, and we'll play 4-on-4 for 55 seconds, and then there'll be extended power play for Bethalto. Harder can't get that out, neither can Cronin. Tipping it ahead is Goen, and Harder can't come up with the puck. Goen back in his own end, hands it off to Selby. Selby loses it. Bryan gets the puck, tries to get it down to Madison, and it's broken up. Now Goen hands it off to Harder. Harder, a shot on net, and it's gloved by Keister. Puts it behind the net. And Ledesma will try and get it up to Bryan. Goen takes it away. And Harder down along the far side boards gets hit. And Madison has it behind his own net. Ledesma back to Madison along the near side mid boards. Coming out of the box. And now Emmerich has it. Replacing Hutchins coming off the penalty. Hutchins in the high slot, a shot, and it gets tipped just wide by Selby. Goen able to get that one out. And there's 44 seconds left on the Bethalto power play. It'll come all the way up to Madison.
Madison looked for that puck. Asked for it.
Tobin loses the puck, gets it back. Still battling for it. Tobin tips it away to himself, and it's taken away by Schrank. Good defensive play there. And it's thrown out by Schrank. Just about 15 seconds left on this power play for Bethalto. And they'll have one more drive here on this power play chance. Comes up to Emmerich. Emmerich, little head fake there. Back to Tobin. Tobin a shot, and it gets tipped out of play. And that'll do it for Marquette's penalty. So unable to get anything on either team's power play, and we're back to full strength.
I tell you that, Brian, you ever want to watch somebody come in and forecheck? Brian's the guy on that last run that he had. He went back and forth and played very good there on that.
We'll have a face-off, and Marquette's in. Puck is loose and unable to clear it with Schrank. Comes up to Madison on the pass from Hawkins, and it gets tipped away. It'll come back to Madison from Bond. Madison along the near side boards. Gets past a couple of guys, and Verity will take it away. It gets poked away by Hawkins, but they're able to get it out. And Madison will get it up to Bond. Bond around the boards. And Schrank will give it up to Cordy. Cordy loses the puck, and Verity will get it back. Verity up to Schrank. Schrank will chip it ahead, gain center, and clears. Comes off to Dublin. And Verity will get it back in his own end. Now Gonzalez back to Verity. Gets taken away by Emmerich. Gets hit by Verity. Keeps the puck, and a great save by Gentry. Gets sprawling. Gets that leg over there.
Emmerich showing his skill there. Verity was on him. Took the check to him. He got wide. Got wide with his legs. Got wide with the puck handling, and was able to get a shot on net on a good backhand. And, of course, Gentry with a good save there.
Puck will come over to Bryant now for Tobin down low, taken away by Selby. Selby's able to get that puck out, and it won't be hard enough for icing. So Hawkins gets it, and he'll take it out. Tobin couldn't get that pass to Bryant between the legs, but able to get the puck back. Nice hit by Gonzalez on Tobin. Horn gets it, and he'll throw it in deep. Price back in his own zone with 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Tobin can't get it past Selby. Still holding it in is Selby. He'll get handed off to him. Selby a shot, and it goes just wide. Now Horn tries to center it back to Selby. Selby in the corner. Throws it behind the Bethalto net. Goes off to Bryan. Tries to get it up to Emmerich, and it's taken away by DeBullen. Now Bryan down in the corner. Hawkins is at center. Nobody's there. But it gets poked away by Goen. And he'll get it behind his own net.
Got to watch Madison there. He'll get that puck right. If you don't watch him, on that forechecking.
Goen was able to get that puck back away from Madison. DeBullen's unable to clear it. And he puts a good hit there. And the puck will come back to Costello, goes just wide. I thought that one might seep through. And Selby gets it high off the glass. He'll clear, and that'll be icing against Explorers.
Not only does Bethalto, they'll come at you always. Their defense, their penalty kill, their everything they do inside the corners and stuff, they're well trained for that, and they do it exceptional. A very tough team with a lot of skill.
Puck comes back to Costello. He gets it in deep. Verity couldn't come up with it on his stick. He's in a race with Hutchins, and he'll get it. Gets it out to Karpunki, who gets checked. But they're able to clear. Bond throws it off the near side boards. Silkwood will throw it in to Bethalto's end. And on the forecheck is Karpunki. He'll get it behind the net. Loose puck, chips it behind. And getting it is Gonzalez. Gonzalez up to Silkwood. Silkwood in front. Shot and a good save by Keister. It'll come back to Lipka at the point. Back down to Gonzalez. Verity was outside of the zone getting that pass from Gonzalez. They're forced to clear the zone. Verity behind his own net. Up for Gonzalez. Too far. And Costello will come up with it. Tries to hand it off to Ledesma. Chipped it ahead for Madison. Madison at the top of the circle between a defender's legs. Gets it to Bond. He scores! Bond, top shelf on the loose puck in front.
Bethalto finds ways. They have people at the points. They have one guy at one point. They'll have a guy at another point. They'll have another guy coming in. They always find an open man. When they do, they put quality shots on, and it goes in.
That'll make it 7-2 with 4.5 left in the third. And that one might have put the icing on the cake for Bethalto, as Tobin has it along the boards. He'll get broken up, and Becker tries to get off to Goen. Taken away by Tobin. Centers at the sides and couldn't get a stick on it. The puck is loose in the corner. A battle for it. And it'll come out to Cordy, able to clear.
27.
Hawkins back in his own zone.
Assisted by Derek Madison.
Will bring it up into the neutral zone. Chipped ahead to Davis. Couldn't come up with it, and Selby's there. Puts a good check on Davis. And Selby will take it out himself. Selby at the high slot, a shot, and it gets tipped away by Hawkins. A centering pass. The puck is loose. Nobody could put that one in. Keister almost tipped it in his goal with his blocker. Now Selby has it. Chips it in the zone for Goen. And Bartles unable to clear. Held in by Selby.
Heck of a shift by Selby. He's a one-man wrecking crew right now.
Comes down low. Cordy centering pass, and it gets broken up. Tried to center that one to Harder. It'll come out, and back to get it is Selby. Selby trying to get that one up to Harder. Gets broken up by Bartles, and Emmerich set on a breakaway. Emmerich, good move. What a save! What a save by Austin Gentry, and put that one on the highlight reel. That was a heck of a save.
Oh, he had him beat, and Selby got over there. He stayed there. He didn't make any moves, didn't anticipate on the shot. Great save.
Come back to Costello. It gets goes off the shin pad of Emmerich, and coming up with his Bryant loses it. And Schrank will get it in his own zone. Throws it around to Cronin. Gets tipped away. And Harder able to come up with the loose puck. Can't clear. It's held in by Bryan. Bryan a good move. Centers it to Tobin, and it's taken away by Schrank. Comes back to Ledesma, and that shot gets broken up. Schrank off the boards, trying to get it up to Harder. Harder down low. Gets the puck away. Can't get a stick on it, trying to get that shot off. Coming to center. And it's tipped ahead for Bryant. They got a 2-on-1. Emmerich to center. A shot by Tobin. He scored. No, they called no goal. The play will keep going. Thought that one went in. No goal, and Harder will chip it ahead.
It looked like it was in, and maybe they thought it hit the crossbar, but we didn't hear nothing up here.
Good hit there by Gonzalez, and that'll go all the way back into Marquette's end. Schrank behind the net, off the boards, and Becker will give it off to Cronin. Cronin tips it ahead for Gonzalez. He's got Becker at center. Goes around the boards, and Costello will get it along midboards. Shipped it ahead. Tried to get it to Emmerich, couldn't come up with it, and Verity will get it in his own zone. Now Goen, unable to clear. It's held in. Now Madison will get it. Madison, a nice move, gets it up to Bond, and it's tipped away. It looked like it went off Gentry's stick on the poke check. That one will come out to Bartles at the point. Bartles will throw it in. Goen will get it. Bond able to keep it in. And that one will come back out on the clearing attempt by Verity. He'll come down for Goen. It's tipped away by Madison. He'll get it back. Good hit by Becker. And Goen has it. And the Circles gets tripped up. And no call. It'll come back to Price. Just over a half a minute left in the third period. What a hit by Selby on Madison as he's trying to come out of his own zone. Broke Madison's helmet
off.
He broke Madison's helmet, and a whistle gets blown dead.
Looks like he might. Okay, that was his mouthpiece. I thought maybe there was some blood there coming out of his nose, but it is his mouthpiece.
Broke his helmet. That's a heck of a hit by Selby, but
no, he did get. There is some blood up above his forehead. So that was a hit. I don't know if I didn't see an elbowing. He come in with his.
Well, in order to get a headshot like that, it'd have to be a cross check or. He got his head good.
He got his head good, unless he came down. His head was down, and he hit him with his shoulder.
A good head contact, and you would think there'd be some type of penalty enforced, but there's nothing, and we're just down to 30 seconds left. He'll come back to Lipka at center ice. He'll throw it in. Sights. Good move there. Gives it up to Davis. Davis loses the puck. He's racing in to get it back. Good forecheck by Davis to try and get that puck back. Schrank tried to tip that one ahead, and that'll do it here at the East Dalton Ice Arena. Bethalto Eagles just defeated the Marquette Explorers 7-2. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too. You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
Bethalto Eagles just defeated the Marquette Explorers 7-2.
Oh, Bethalto, that team is so well orchestrated, and they have so many tools that come at you. When they're on, and it takes a while for them to get started. They're not a first period team, but once it gets going, they're like a freight train. They find the open man, they find the open shots, and when they put the shots on goal, they're quality. Marquette had a good game. They couldn't get back behind their defensemen enough. They did show it in the first period, and when they did get back behind them, they put on good shots, and some of them went in.
Well, it was kind of surprising to see that leading goal by Marquette at the beginning of the game, because Bethalto has a very dominant, very dynamic team, and they're pretty much a dynasty for the past 4 years. And for Marquette to get a first lead on them, and then after Bethalto was able to get a couple goals up on them, they were still able to come back and try and make it a game. Marquette really played amazing, and it looks like Gentry might have got robbed on some shots because he had a heck of a game until about the end of that second period, whenever his team might have started giving up on him because they were down by so much.
Well, Marquette, they played good defense the first period. About 1.5 periods they played good defense, and then once Bethalto got going, they find 3 guys. The guy with the puck, they got 2 guys ready. They have 2 different places they could go if you watch them, and they'll find the open man and they'll get the shot. That makes a defense very. It's very hard on a defense to defend, and I think they were finding too many areas. Marquette started pitching in a little bit on them. They would be able to get it back to the points, and started more of a game for Bethalto. But I have to give it to Marquette and Gentry. Played a good game. They come out checking in the second period, and Marquette they were overpowered tonight.
Yeah, that Bethalto team is a heck of a team. Only having trouble with one team, and that's the Triad Knights from the East Division. And really, it's the goalie for Triad.
Brendan Wright, I tell you what, he's amazing. It's going to be interesting to see those 2 teams play again.
That's the only team that's been able to defeat the Bethalto Eagles so far this year, and Bethalto has come out and annihilated the rest of the league.
I tell you what, we've got a good game coming up in this next one. I hope that viewers will be watching the next game against Roxanne and Wood River on this doubleheader, as that one is going to be a good game. You're going to have that's 2 rival teams, always have been, and it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a lot of checking. It's going to be very physical, and hopefully people will stay and watch us for another game.
Well, that'll do it here at the East Alton Ice Arena. Heck of a game, and thanks for watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the River Bend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the River Bend.